Eric, can you please have a one-word prompt?
Just full blank. Psycho Hose Beast.
What?
We'll have movie.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2,
1. We don't call people psychos anymore. Okay.
True. Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne. Canceled. Wayne Campbell canceled. Hose Beast. We have a hose for our deck. We've got the garden going. I've got some peps, some cilantro, some herbs. Used fresh basil and parsley for pizza. It was very tasty. Very fun to have all that fresh.
Cool. Hang on one second. Hey! Welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your host, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Party on, CJ.
Party on, Ken. No, other way around. Party on, CJ.
Party on, Ken.
There we go. This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as chosen by our guests. And this week we watched Wayne's World, the original.
Should we just bring on our guest? He's sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
It's my brother, Eric.
What up?
What's up?
Eric, can you please tell the people how good my pizza was?
Oh, it was incredible. Like, actually,
nice.
Not just saying that. I hope people trust me.
I'm holding a gun to his head.
Yeah.
Please know that I would talk shit if I had the opportunity, and I even can't.
Absolutely.
Because it was so good.
Also, I feel like the three of us have not been in a record together for maybe years.
That's what I was going to say. This feels very weird. Yeah, like, there's some restraining order stuff. I kind of forgot where we're at with that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Brother Eric has not been on the podcast with us two.
I understand what you're saying, but also I am curious about when the last podcast recording that Brother Eric was on.
Yeah. Was it? Did you do a Halloween episode? An October one?
Probably, right?
Did you do Krampus? Was that you?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, Krampus.
October?
Okay, so that wasn't that long ago.
That's
Krampus.
I mean, it's like 8 months or something.
Well, yeah, I guess, do Skull Wizards count?
Oh, yeah.
Because we did that too.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't there for when your cousin Mike showed up.
Yeah, me neither.
Right. Okay.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah, I'm upset about that. That you guys keep throwing us into these situations.
Sorry.
Not fun. This guy sucks.
Look, someone's got to do it, and neither of us want to be there for it. So,
absolutely not.
Yeah.
That guy seems annoying.
Look, we get it. I'm a fan favorite. People love when I come back. I'm on all the time.
He's always digging through my shit, too. I don't really appreciate that.
That's true, yeah. Do you come back and just all your drawers or all the springs are all over the place?
I mean, you can see I do leave the keys in the file cabinet right there. It's probably the issue.
Legitimately does. I wish you could see this. Yeah.
Jesus.
Also, for anyone watching this, most likely a reel on Instagram that I'm sure I'll post later. Do you see my shirt, Ken? Do you see what it says?
I saw it as we started, and then I didn't want to say anything yet. But yeah, you've got a Stan Mikita's Donuts in Aurora, Illinois, which is not a real place, but it is from Wayne's World. That's great.
Yep.
It's backwards, though.
Yeah, you have to read it backwards.
Just wanted
good for me.
It's
good for me.
good for me. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's backwards for us.
Oh, it's backwards for us.
It'll probably be fine in the reel, too.
Yep. That's how that works.
Cut this out.
I'm not done.
And what are you wearing, Eric? What's your fit today?
I have on a hand-dyed, hand-stitched T-shirt made from recycled textiles.
Is it really hand-dyed?
Yes, it is.
Wow, by some Chinese little girl? Or...
No,
some 6-year-old child?
By an artist in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's
cool.
Good.
American made, baby.
All right. And the age of that artist is...
They didn't say, but yeah.
And Ken, what are you donning?
Ooh,
Who are you wearing?
My plain gray tee that I buy from Etsy, and I just buy standard colored T-shirts, and that's all I feel comfortable wearing nowadays. So
from Etsy,
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some Etsy store that just has super comfortable T-shirts, and they got a bunch of different colors, and I just pick what I feel like.
You'd think that my shirt was from Etsy. It's hand stitched, hand dyed.
Yeah, right.
That just like a
sound
plain...
like it's from Etsy. And both of yours, I feel like you could probably buy on Etsy.
True, yeah.
I believe this is a Violent Gentleman Hockey Club T-shirt.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, cool.
I
Nice.
get all my hockey-related apparel.
I was gonna make a joke about a shirt and realized it was from the second Wayne's World. So never mind.
Which I'm not sure I've seen. I think I've only seen the
What?
first one. Yeah.
Wow.
That you gotta watch the second
Yeah.
one. It's good.
It's Wayne
is it
stock.
good?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Wayne's. Oh, wait a minute.
If you build
Maybe
it,
I
they
have
will
seen
come.
it.
Yeah. The Native American that cries. They're playing hockey in their loft. My dream home.
Okay,
They get
we'll
to
have
play
to do
roller
it.
hockey
We'll have to do it.
indoors.
All right,
Another
I'll come
episode.
back.
Yeah.
All
we'll just-
right,
Yeah.
you convinced
Sweet,
me.
dude.
I guess you already secured another position, Eric.
Yeah,
I mean,
smart.
we thought
Smart.
this might be the last one, but all right, I guess we can do another.
God, yeah, I got to get on the Steve track of picking a franchise. Where there's
Gotta
like
pick
10
one
movies.
franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll think go on.
Yeah. What other ones have more than even 4?
Well, I mean, there's lots of horror movies that
Well, I was
true,
going to say, yeah,
Yeah, like
I'm happy to plow
Halloween.
through any of those.
Yeah,
I
wow.
know both of you have listened to podcasts that talk about
Yes.
those franchises, but we could put our own spin and rehash everything that they've already talked about. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just take
Yeah.
notes word for word what they're
Absolutely.
saying.
Sure.
And so this good point that I'm definitely making for the first time and no one else has said.
One thing, actually, speaking of other podcasts, Matt Gorley, a thing that he does when he talks about movies is he has a quadrant scale of good movie or bad movie, and then good mood or bad mood, or slash good day, bad day. So it's an added
Oh.
layer to evaluating a movie. Okay, this movie was bad, but I was in a good mood, so my viewing experience was maybe a little bit more positive. Or yeah, I could see that this was a good movie, but I was just having a shitty day, and so I'm gonna rate it lower. So
I like that.
yeah, I think you guys
Yeah.
should steal that.
I like that too. I mean, that's what I've been saying for a while. You need to properly set your own expectations when you go into certain movies. It makes it a much more enjoyable time where you're like, you know what? Especially with me watching all these dumb action movies that are very average. It's yeah, I know what I'm getting into. I'm not going to expect this to win any awards or be amazing. But then I
Right.
have a good time because I'm just you set your expectations nice and low for those specifically.
Right.
And then they're like, well, that was entertaining at least.
But yeah, also to Eric's point, how did you feel going into that? Did you have a good theater viewing experience?
Yeah.
Because that could affect things as well.
Yeah.
Or are you watching at home and it's super bright in daylight and you got, texts about work or something in the middle of it, that could fuck things up too. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into a movie viewing experience, and your movie viewing experience may differ depending on each time you watch a movie. So yeah, I like that quadrant idea. That's a really good idea. That we will have to.
Yeah, we'll probably steal.
flat
Yeah.
out.
Just flat out. Also, it's fun to revisit movies at different stages in your life. Speaking of, the movie we're
Right.
maybe talking about later. I won't get into it, but it came out the same year I was born.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I've gotten to revisit it through all the stages of my life, and it's great. I even
When you're
caught
0
jokes
years old.
Yeah, right when you were born, it was on the TV in the hospital.
every single year. Yeah.
When you came out, you said swing.
There were still jokes I caught this time that I didn't get. And I've seen this movie, I've lost track of how many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too. This might be easily top 5 maybe movies I've seen the most amount of times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same.
Yeah, I've definitely seen this a good amount, but probably not as much as you two. It seems like you guys watched it pretty often.
We had the box set, aka 2 movies.
Yep.
Yeah. The double feature. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And there's a bunch of dents on the DVD covers of both because of how many times I just carried them on my bike to my friend's house and the bike handle just dented the cover. That's how much I was watching it. I was bringing it to other people's houses
Wow.
to show it to them.
I also feel like we don't need to go to a break. Everyone knows what this movie is, right? Should we just?
Yeah. Well, at the same time, I really want an opportunity for you to insert any quote from this movie.
Yeah.
So we'll just
Just a
take a real quick
compilation.
break. Just shove something in right here, and we'll be right back.
Let me bring you up to speed. My name is Wayne Campbell. This is my best friend, Garth Elgar.
Hi. What are you thinking about?
Cassandra. She's a fox. In France, she would be called La Renard, and she would be hunted with only her cunning to protect her.
She's a babe.
She's a robo-babe. In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! You're worthy, you're worthy. Get up.
On that note, game on!
Game on!
And we're back. That's it. I don't need to reintroduce. So yeah, let's get to it. I mean, yeah, everyone's probably seen it, but I bet you there's some little baby Gen Zer or something like that hasn't seen this. So Eric, we're going to put 30 seconds on the clock for you to describe for someone who's never heard or seen Wayne's World or the skit on SNL or anything like that, what it's all about.
Ready, go.
All right, we have Wayne Campbell, Garth Algar, best friends, Aurora, Illinois. Extensive collection of name tags and hair nets. Yeah. They have a public access TV show. A evil corporate suit gets wind of a money-making opportunity
10 seconds.
and buys the show, and the show sucks. And the friends discover that
5, 4,
maybe there's
3,
more to their friendship than just the show.
1.
What the fuck does that mean?
And hilarity ensues.
And hilarity
You know what?
ensues, of course.
When you lay out the plot like that, I feel like we've seen this plot so many times in movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Totally.
it's still totally enjoyable, and it's not even really like the central theme of the story for a lot of it. A lot of it's like these other, tangents of he's trying to get the girl or
Yeah.
just other funny things that are happening that make this movie really enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that the plot was super like rock solid and driving, but I think they could have gotten away with doing less. So it was
Sure.
admirable that they
tried.
There was at least a through line, something driving, because
Right.
it was born out of a sketch. So
Yeah,
like it
right.
could just very easily be like little comedic vignettes, and I would have been okay with it. I don't know. There were a couple moments where like scenes would end. It's almost like they built in space for the laugh. It's like there would be a joke,
Mm-hmm.
and then it would cut to someone else, and they wouldn't even really react. It would just be like just a pause, and then the scene would end. Did
Yeah.
you guys notice that?
Yeah.
I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
There's a scene when Rob Lowe's character, the evil corporate overlord guy that's come to monetize the show, gets pulled over by a cop on purpose. The cop's in on it, helping out Wayne and Garth. And they are implying that he's about to do a cavity search because he takes out a rubber glove and snaps it. But all you see Rob Lowe's face in front of him, and he hears the snap noise, and Rob Lowe just kind of looks up, and then there's just a couple seconds of pause.
Yes.
And then it cuts away. And it's like, yeah, they're leaving room for the audience to react.
That's my only guess. Yeah. The other one was when they're doing the whole, which is a great run of all the corporate like
Oh,
Garth's
yeah,
in the
God,
full
yes.
Reebok suit.
Yeah.
And the last one is, it's basically, he's like, Rob Lowe's like, you have a choice or whatever. And Wayne is like, yes. And it's the choice of a new generation, and takes a sip of the Pepsi.
Yeah.
And like does the freeze frame. And it's like, that's the end of the scene. That's the joke hit. You did the
Yes.
freeze. You cut to the next scene. But they cut back to Rob Lowe, and he doesn't say anything. He just goes, huh. And like,
Yeah.
why did you
It's like
have
a
that?
reaction. Yeah.
Who edited this?
I don't know.
I like it. I would like to tell a story. It's technically Emily's story. We were talking about that we were doing this episode, and she brought up the fact that this was either like one of the first times that Emily met Eric and Carissa, or it very well could have been the first time that she met them. We went out to dinner. We were like bar hopping, and we made our way to Cork Lounge. And at this bar, Cork Lounge, they were playing Wayne's World on the TV.
Nice.
And where we were sitting, the TV was behind Eric and I. We were sitting next to each other, so across the table from Emily and Carissa. And Emily was saying that, like, we basically spent the entire time at that bar with our backs facing Emily and Carissa, like, watching the movie. And the movie, you couldn't hear the sound. And Emily was like, you two were just mouthing along to every line. Like, you knew all of the lines of the entire
That's
movie.
great.
And I was just like, I am sorry, but also that sounds right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because, at that point, it was towards the end of the night.
Yeah,
So-
we've been drinking for a while.
Yeah. We were
I'm
having
sure there's
fun.
been other nights that you two have gone home at the end of the night and thrown on this movie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comfort watch for sure.
God, I still was watching and I was just like, yeah, this movie rules. It still holds up. I love it.
I think for a comedy that came out in 1992, it's
Yeah.
shocking how well it has held up.
Yeah.
I think it deserves props for that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When you chose this movie, I was like, oh, cool. And then when it was getting time for me to like, okay, I should probably watch it. I was like, I've seen this so many times. Like, I don't know how well it's actually going to be. And I was like, do I just like fast forward through it because I kind of already know it? I'm like, am I really even going to like enjoy it if I like take the time to watch the whole movie? But I did end up watching the whole movie. And
Nice.
yeah, it was still great. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this movie still. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
There's such like likable, funny characters, like caricatures of that kind of type of guy. And it just rules. It's so good. And the music is amazing. Just it feels like every of those like in between scenes before they cut away are like all so quotable.
Yes.
But maybe that's because I've just talked about how we know every line of the entire movie. But but it's like party on, swing. Like there's so many good lines and stuff.
I mean, like as kids, we would say game, like we would play it in the street, and when a car would come, we'd say car, and we'd say game on, and it's like it was from Wayne's World.
Yeah,
but that's just it's had a cultural touch on our lives, like my entire life, literally since day one.
Yeah.
It came out on Valentine's Day too, by the way. I looked that up. I thought that was sweet.
Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if they planned that or if it was just like a Friday week or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another Lorne Michaels production. He's got his fingers in everything.
Yeah. Would you guys say this is your favorite Lorne Michaels production?
It's up there, but the dude he's made basically everything. If a cast member has been on SNL and goes on to make something, he has a part in that. So I'm sure he has produced like 100 shows and movies at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the other like heavy hitters are.
Detroiters.
Oh, I mean, yeah, geez. That like easily best show.
Yeah.
Movies though, I'm thinking like 90s comedies even.
Yeah, I don't know about, I think it came out in the 80s, but Blues Brothers would be up there.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Oh, he did SNL.
S and L.
I think I've heard of that.
He was an executive producer on Keenan.
Oh, okay.
Didn't watch that.
I said heavy hitters.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about good things.
What? I don't understand. But yeah, over the past 2 years, he's done or been a producer or executive producer. It looks like executive producer on 10 to 15 different things. So,
yeah, see? It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's literally if a person has been on SNL and then makes something after that, he gets a producer credit.
God, he gets executive producer credits for the 70th Primetime Emmy Awards. Like, literally anything.
Dang. Yeah.
He's all over it. This dude must be so fucking rich. It's crazy.
Yes. And
executive producer of Low-C Spookies? What?
Yep.
Why? I don't understand.
Because that was
because Fred Armisen's in it. Oh, my God.
And not even that from Julio Torres, who I think was a writer on SNL.
Yeah, writer.
Oh,
he's one of the creators of Low-C Spookies. Fantastic show.
So is it literally a contractual thing?
That's what I sort of
think it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
Because Portlandia, he's an executive producer. Like, he has to be an executive producer for anything going forward.
Yep.
If you sign to be a cast member or writer on SNL.
I think so.
Wow.
Honestly, yeah, this should get brought up in the SAG and WGA strikes. This should be part of the negotiations. It's like, free these SNL people from the clutches of Lorne.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just owns you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just sell your soul away to be on the most popular long-running comedy show of all time.
Right, and get the support to create movies afterwards.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, awful.
Yeah.
What a bad guy.
Yeah. Those people's lives sound horrible.
Have we talked about since the SAG-AFTRA are on strike on the show? We keep bringing up the writer strike is still ongoing.
I don't know if we talked about SAG yet.
Yeah, they've joined the ranks. Shut it down, baby.
Shut it down.
Yep.
Did we talk about, I heard on another podcast that some executive literally said out loud that, did we talk about that?
No, but please share the quote.
That the plan, at least for the Writers Guild, was to wait until October
Yep.
Because by then, all these writers will be out of money and will be looking at evictions.
Yeah, they'll lose their
At
homes.
that point, they will not have any bargaining power.
Yep. They literally said, like, we're just going to wait until they become homeless, I think is the quote.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, California, I don't think there's any homeless people there, so they
Probably not an
should
issue.
be able to handle it, but yeah, kind of shitty.
Yeah. And they wonder why, like, people are against them and, like, why they're on strike or whatever. I wonder if it's those kinds of attitudes and mentalities that they just,
It's also like, what do you think they've been doing? Like, this is like
they already have side gigs and have to.
we're striking because the conditions are shitty.
Yeah.
Like, can't get much shittier than this. Like,
They want to make content for you.
Yeah.
But they have other means of making money if they need to. But like, Jesus Christ, like, throw them a bone so that they can continue working in this industry.
Yeah.
What's the other thing? The other big thing is like AI properties, right? Like, I think one of the things was you can pay an extra for 1 day of work, and then they can just own your likeness and using AI
in
create you as a background actor
Yep.
for anything in perpetuity going forward for just one normal day's pay.
Yep.
Which
it's insane.
Insane.
Yeah. It's so crazy. And yeah, I mean, like, regardless how you feel how much these people quote unquote should get paid, the fact is money's being made. Profits are up.
Yeah.
Like, the money is there. So the people who make it should get their fair share of that money. Like, it's just it's that simple.
Yeah.
Like,
studios are not hurting.
Yeah. Like, that's it. End of sentence. Like,
Well, that's kind of the thing too, right? Like, my gut reaction to this is like, oh, okay, I shouldn't support the studios then because they're being awful. So maybe I shouldn't go see the latest movie like Oppenheimer or anything like that. But that's actually not what the actors want, right? They want you to go to see these movies.
Yes.
Because they want to say, hey, you are actually making all this money. Like, you're not hurting.
Yeah.
People are still going to see these movies. Like, you're more successful than ever. Yeah. So we want to share in those profits.
Yeah. Also, I don't want literally just 6 people who don't do shit making all of the content that I like.
Yeah.
I want the people who are good at it making the content.
Yeah.
So if you're like on the fence about the strike, like, you don't want these suits making your shows. Like, it will be really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
So stick up for them now. Yeah. If you want your precious content.
Listen
so
to
how can people stick up for these people? Like, is it just getting the word out? Like,
yeah, yes. I would recommend going to sagaftrastrike.org. Lots of information there. There's also an emergency fund for people who aren't in those 2 unions but are affected. So like IATSE, like crew, hair and makeup, like catering, all that stuff. There's a fund you can help support them because they're, taking collateral damage from this. They support it, obviously, but
that's the entertainmentcommunityfund.org.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I feel like is also not being talked about enough is like, yes, the actors union and the writers union are on strike. However, with all these productions shut down, it affects hundreds of crew members.
Yep.
Like, all of those people are now out of work as well because production is at a standstill.
Yep. And the Teamsters who drive all the trucks to bring stuff to the sets, they're out of work. They're also about to go on strike. Like 300,000 workers or something with UPS are about to strike August 1st. So, shit's hitting the fan in a good way.
Yeah.
So, show your support.
Yeah. I'm hopeful by this to see all the solidarity and support and that like all of these unions are coming together to support one another, to join the strike, to hopefully make big sweeping changes to this capitalistic nightmare we live in.
Yeah. But then, wasn't it so funny when Garth was playing with the jelly donut?
Just slurping it through a straw. Oh my God. It's so fucking funny.
It's so fucking funny.
God, I was still singing along to Jimi Hendrix's Foxy Lady in that scene. Foxy. That's what I'm saying. Every scene is memorable and quotable. It's all good. There's not one like boring part.
So Meg did the trivia for this episode, and something that didn't make it into one of the questions that soured the experience just a little bit for me was that Mike Myers did not want Dana Carvey to be in this movie. Apparently they were fighting a lot.
Whoa.
And apparently this was Mike Myers' like baby. Like he was doing this before SNL as part of like sketch comedy.
I did know that, yeah.
And Lorne Michaels said, hey, you're brand new to SNL. If you want to do it on here, you need someone from the existing cast to be in your sketch. And so they put Dana Carvey in. And when it came time to do the movie, he didn't want Dana Carvey in it. He's like, this is my thing. Like, I just want to be in it myself. And so that kind of sucks. But that doesn't come through in the movie at all. Like, they have great chemistry still. But
they do have a falling out, though, in the movie. So I wonder if he drew on that.
Oh, maybe.
When they have their little, fight.
I will say they seem to be, I know this was like decades ago, and I think they've mended that relationship.
I'm sure.
Mike Myers was on, so Dana Carvey and David Spade have a podcast called Fly on the Wall where they talk about SNL and talk to like...
They talk about how they're like the same person that I can't distinguish in my mind between the two.
Really?
They look very
similar. They're like short and blonde.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
But they had Mike Myers on and they talk about Wayne's World for a while, and it was very interesting to hear all that kind of stuff of like, how it got made, and like they didn't think it was going to be a hit, and it was this kind of like lower budget thing, and they seem to be friendly now.
I'll also just say, for the record, for my own peace of mind, that, Mike Myers, maybe not my favorite person in the world. He's made some extremely questionable career choices. So
True.
Not going to stand up for everything he's ever done in his life.
Yes.
But I did love this movie that he made.
Yeah.
Good point.
Totally fair. Well, believe it or not, I mean, do you guys want to get into the trivia?
No! Boo!
Too bad. It's time for... Hey, did you know that? That's right. For new listeners, this is the trivia portion of our show where we pit our guests and CJ head-to-head to see who knows the most about what we watched. Eric, CJ, are you two ready?
I'm ready.
Swing.
All right. First question. Oh, no.
This is really important. I need to interrupt you for this.
Okay.
Because I just said I'm ready, and it reminded me of something.
SpongeBob?
Yes. A huge discovery was made like 3 or 4 days ago. Have either of you heard about this?
SpongeBob's real?
SpongeBob is a human man. This is relevant.
No? Okay.
There was a huge discovery made. There was apparently in the SpongeBob office, the animation office, where they would write the episodes, for fun, they would draw really, really, really crude drawings of the characters on the show on like Post-its. And they would put it on the back, on the door of the room that they worked in. So when the door was open, you wouldn't see the Post-its.
Okay, hold on. Before you continue, crude meaning like poorly drawn, or crude meaning like in sexual situations?
The second one.
Okay.
No, in fact, they were very professionally drawn. Because it was by the professional artists.
Sure.
And I guess at the end of like that season or whatever, there was like a rap party, and someone scanned all of the Post-its and compiled it into a book, like a rap book, and it's called SpongeBob Behind Closed Doors.
What?
I need everyone listening to this to Google SpongeBob Behind Closed Doors. There's like an archive.org link because you can't.
They keep trying to take it down.
Yes, exactly. It's on the Internet Archive. There's a detailed YouTube video that pretty much like guarantees that this is real. It is maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
I just needed to spread the word about this because it's really amazing.
Ken, are you looking at it now, judging by the look on your face?
Ken has been speechless.
Oh, no.
Can you share your screen, please?
Maybe toss a few of these up on the Instagram.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, it gets worse.
All right, this is both crudely drawn and crude content.
Yeah, this one's
What the fuck?
How do you make it sing like that?
Okay, so let me describe for the listeners.
It only sings around you. You Squidward.
So SpongeBob's sitting in a chair, and his hard cock.
No. Oh my god.
Okay, we can end it there. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
I
sorry.
will be
That's
going
enough
through
of that.
more of those later.
Sorry, guys.
That is excellent content. That will not be making the TikTok for this episode, I'm sure. But wow.
Big blur.
Oh, I just needed to use this
Ooh.
platform to spread the gospel. This is fresh off the presses. So.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so anyways, what the fuck were you talking about? Let's
I
get back to
fucking don't
bullshit
know.
this was.
My God.
All right. I thought of another question while we were going through this, not at all related to either SpongeBob or any of the shit.
That's probably for the best.
Okay, yeah, good.
So let's start here. First question. This is maybe more of a me trivia question that I'm pretty sure Eric would not know the answer to, but let's see. During the opening, one of the opening scenes for this movie, they're driving around Chicago. What Chicago landmark did Meg and I used to live right next to?
Ken, that's the one note I wrote down. It's Chicago Joe's, R.I.P.
That's correct. That's
What?
correct.
Wait, what is this?
When they're driving through Chicago, you see a big lit up sign next to like on a bar that says Chicago Joe's, and that was like 2 doors down from the old Overtalking studio.
That's
Dang.
correct. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't 3 doors down?
Not quite.
Literally 2 doors down, but yeah.
All right, well, less interesting, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the one thing I wrote down. I saw that. I was like, is that? And then I
Yes.
Googled, yep,
They did show a couple exterior buildings like in Chicago.
White Castle.
Yeah. The cars on the spear or whatever.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
probably in Aurora.
Yeah.
But no, there was one like all the corporate buildings. They do like exterior shots, and I was trying to find which buildings they were because some of them had the names out front, but I couldn't find any. That was worth it. Next question, Ken.
All right. Michael Myers fought for the inclusion of the Queen's song Bohemian Rhapsody, but Paramount and film's producer Lorne Michaels rejected it at first. The studio reasoned that the rights were too expensive, while Michaels said that the song was too old. What song was suggested as a more current option? And this is multiple choice. Was it A, Whitesnake's Here I Go Again? Here I go
All right,
again.
yeah, solid.
B, Scorpions Rock You Like a Hurricane. C, Twisted Sisters We're Not Gonna Take It. No. Or D, Guns N' Roses Welcome to the Jungle.
No.
Best impressions yet.
Yeah, those are fantastic. None of those seem more recent. Like,
Yeah,
those first 3 seem like 80s.
I'm gonna do Twisted Sister.
Okay.
I'm going to do Scorpions.
Nope. All right. Another round. It's one of the others.
Guns N'
White
Roses?
Snake's Here I Go Again.
Whitesnake.
Or D, Guns N' Roses Welcome to the Jungle.
Whitesnake.
Guns N' Roses.
White Snake is correct. No, I'm sorry. Guns N' Roses is correct. Guns N' Roses is correct. I did a dry
I've been
run
La
of this
La
with
Land.
Meg, and I thought it was White Snake's Here I Go Again, but it was Guns N' Roses Welcome to the Jungle, which I think they were going for, like, they're driving around the city. It's like, welcome to Chicago. And, I don't know.
The concrete jungle.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, obviously they fought and they were able to get Bohemian Rhapsody. But unfortunately, who's the Queen guy?
Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury. He passed away before the movie came out, so we didn't get to see the huge resurgence in popularity of this song after its release.
That's sad.
But they did send him an early draft of the movie, so he did at least get to see the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, actually. That makes me happy.
Yeah. All right, next question. What is the name of Cassandra's band? This is multiple
Crucial Taunt.
choice.
Crucial Taunt.
Yeah.
Crucial Taunt. Final
Who
answer.
gets the point there? I think just Eric.
Yep.
Eric, you get the point.
Not the shitty Beatles.
Yeah.
Not the Shitty Beatles, not Critical Taunt, which I was going to try to trip you up with, but Crucial Taunt. Meg put a couple other fake ones, Fatal Outrage and Mortal Tryst, which is a pretty good band name, I feel like.
good, yeah.
Those are good.
All right. Next question. Garth's dream woman, played by Donna Dixon, is married to which SNL alum? Do either of you know immediately, or I got multiple
No.
choice? Okay. Is it A, Bill Murray, B, Dennis Miller, C, Kevin Nielsen, or D, Dan Aykroyd?
Hey, babe. I'm going to go with Dennis Miller. Babe.
Okay.
That was good, right?
That was really good.
Sure.
Very relevant impression.
Yep. What was the third one?
Kevin Nealon? I said Nielsen.
Yeah,
I think
Kevin
it's
Nealon.
Nielsen.
I know.
Nealon?
Yeah, I know
Okay.
who you meant. I'll go Dan Aykroyd. I don't know.
Dan Aykroyd is correct. Yeah,
Wow!
yeah.
Lucky guess.
Kevin Nealon has a YouTube show where he goes on hikes with celebrities.
Yeah, I've watched a few of those.
Yeah, they're good.
Haven't seen that before. All right. Comedians doing things with celebrities.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. True or false? Dana Carvey was actually drumming during the music shop scene.
True.
True.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was false, though. It doesn't look like he's actually drumming what you're hearing, but I guess he is. So
I noticed that as a kid for sure because Crucial Taunt. It's such like a kid thing when Crucial Taunt's playing. It's like, God, he's on the ride and I'm hearing a hi-hat. Okay. Like it's very, yeah. This is fake. And so I remember the Garth stuff was like, is he, they're usually not this good at faking it. He must actually be doing it. So,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Then in the product placement sequence, which sport brand is Garth drinking?
Reebok. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna let him
already
finish
said it.
answering the question.
no, that's not how you win.
That's not how you win. Yeah.
Fine. You get that one.
It's a blurter.
Okay.
Just
All right,
read the
first
questions really
person to
fast.
answer
That way.
Yeah. Let's see. First person to answer this one gets the point correctly, I guess. How long did it take to film Wayne's World?
Do not.
16
This is
days.
not one. 16 days? Okay.
30 days.
Is 16 days your actual answer?
I don't know. I just threw out a number.
Yeah, it's just not, it's 100% not right. CJ, you're closer, 34 days. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, that was pretty close actually.
we are tied. If I'm
Okay.
keeping score correctly.
Well, then this is the tiebreaker question. I'm going to need you to text me your answer.
Okay.
Okay. Oh
What
no.
is the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score in percentage? Just closest. For those who don't know, this is the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. And this is a bit of an older movie, so it could include older critic scores. Just throwing that out there.
Sorry guys, breaking news. A new class action lawsuit has hit Illinois.
Which one now?
If you've used Instagram
Yep.
while in
Submitted
Illinois.
claim, free money.
Let's
go.
Our Instagram account got that too.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Overtalking
Really
account,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to split that money. That's sweet.
Yeah. Did you do it? Did you submit a claim for
No, I was
overtalking?
waiting to see if you had already done it. I can
had
do
not.
it.
Okay,
All
great.
right, I'll do it after this.
Sweet.
Okay, so I was not
Critic
listening
score.
to anything you said. Okay, critic score.
Critic score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, man.
My last text to you, Ken, is also just a number.
Great. Okay. All right, we have our winner. The scores have been tabulated. The winner is Eric. Congratulations.
Yes!
You were closer. The actual score is 79%. Eric said 78%.
Dang.
Wow.
And CJ said 84. So we overshot just a little bit, but you both were pretty
Wow.
close. Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations.
I needed that. I really needed that today.
Just for fun, what do you think the audience score is on Rotten Tomatoes?
I'd say like 90.
Yeah. 88?
84.
Oh, that's
That's what I guessed.
oh nice.
Just
Yeah.
the wrong one.
Just the wrong one.
What do
Well, it
I
might
get?
be time for our ratings then.
Oh, okay. Well.
You got it already.
Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you.
You got a swing.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't know if it's... Is this
Hit that jingle.
No, okay, yeah. You've heard us debating. We know you've been waiting. So now it's time to hear our ratings.
Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast. No. Eric, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this movie for you?
I feel like this has happened on the show before. If I come with something that I have any affection for, I was watching this yesterday and was just like, I think this is a perfect movie. I think it's perfect. So I can't do anything less than a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's perfect.
Swing for sure.
Swing
Swinging
indeed.
for the fences right now. That's pretty great. Okay.
Ken,
well,
why don't you
CJ.
go next?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go next. You already saw my letterbox score, huh?
No, I did not. I did see Carissa's Letterboxd score.
Really? Okay, we'll talk about that after this. Not to put her on blast, but we can put her on blast. I feel like.
Yeah, we can. Put
She's
her
not
on
here to defend herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have her husband's permission to put her on blast, I think we can do that. For me, yeah, this movie, it's a little older than some of the other movies we've seen.
Correct.
It's a comedy,
Yes. Not your favorite.
Yeah, I usually like horror movies. So
Yeah,
I don't
we
know
know.
if you knew that.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie had like a lot of. Sometimes it's nice to see unknown people. This movie had a lot of like big stars in it.
Yeah. Were you spooked at all by Alice Cooper? He's kind of a scary guy.
He was scary. He had a big skeleton on stage.
And he wanted
9
people
for
to
me.
feed it. Oh, sorry. What? Okay.
9.
Yeah.
No, it's a really good movie. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot negative to say, but
I was getting nervous.
yeah,
You really had us there.
Point. That was the point. 9. It's a good movie. It's not my favorite movie of all time, so I'm not going to give it a 10, but it is a very good movie. So 9.
Hell
All right.
yes.
CJ.
For me, it's a 10, baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's perfect. I loved it. Like, truly have nothing bad to say. It was so enjoyable to watch it again. I feel like I want to watch the second one now just to complete it. But definitely have seen the first one more than the second, I'm realizing, though. But
Same.
yeah.
Well, obviously, same here. Okay, interesting. All right, now for the moment everyone's been waiting for. What did Carissa rate this movie?
On her
And
Letterboxd,
did she write anything too?
no review, but it
Okay.
got so Letterboxd, as we know, is out of 5 stars.
Yes.
Carissa gave Wayne's World 2 stars.
Oh,
2 stars.
devastating. Wait, was this a recent review? Because she didn't watch the whole thing with me.
I don't know. I didn't check when. I just
Did
went
she
to
only
check
watch
it in on mine.
40% of the movie? Is that why? Man, what
Clearly
a swing and a
something
miss,
must have happened, right? Yeah, it's definitely her fault for.
Well,
Right? We need to go back to what I just said because no one laughed at it.
wait, what did you say?
What a swing and a miss, right? Come on.
Worth it.
Worth it. We were like, I had it on, and she was just like casually like in the room, not actually watching it, and I was like, oh yeah, like we won't have to watch this. I'm gonna be like too obnoxious, and right when I was done saying that, it got to the point where Wayne gets the gift of the gun rack. And I just said, perfect timing, inflection, word for word. That entire interaction was like, yeah, okay, I got to turn this off. We can't do this.
I
I'm
can
sorry.
understand the 2 stars. Okay, I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that
your
makes
fault.
sense.
I think it's mostly my fault. Yeah.
I don't even
It's a
own
viewing
a
experience.
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give a
Okay.
shout out. There's a great song by a band called Sprainerd. Rest in peace.
Ooh.
That's called "Ah Gun." It's good.
Okay.
It's a reference. You guys get it?
Dude,
Yeah.
I just said it.
Yeah. We just watched it. All right.
Let alone enough to necessitate an entire rack.
What am I gonna do with a gun rack?
Oh
Bye.
my God, there's a severed head in there.
No, we gotta do plugs.
Yeah. Eric, thank you for joining us. What do you got to plug at the end here? Or words of wisdom?
I mean, honestly, I was going to talk about the strikes, but I'm glad we already got into that. And I was going to bring up the SpongeBob thing, and I'm glad something else prompted
Came
that.
with an agenda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all glad that you brought that.
Yeah. I am better for having seen that now.
I mean, I usually take notes when I watch these movies, and I didn't this time, so I had to come with something prepared. But now I'm out of. I don't know. I don't know.
All right,
you okay?
CJ, what do we got?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, what do you guys got to plug?
Well, you can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Go follow us on Instagram. We started posting reels. You can see little clips of this. Since we don't publish the full video, I would hate that. So you can see little snippets that are under 90 seconds because that's what big business says is too long for Instagram reels. Took me so long to cut down a Steve reel. It was so frustrating. Like, there's too much good stuff in here. It needs to be longer than 90 seconds. I'm sorry.
Comment who has the best posture. Hashtag posture check.
Oh God, I don't
It's not
want
me.
that. Yeah,
it's definitely not.
none of us. Is that an option?
I'm trying to up your engagement.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
Leave us a comment.
yeah. Follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Call or text us at USACat1591. Email us like actor Wayne Knight did at overtalkingpod@gmail.com.
Smash that like button. Subscribe.
Ah.
Oh, no, they're here. Oh. Yep. It's the Overtalking Overlords. Oh, they want to say something.
Hey, what's up?
Oh.
Oh,
Is
oh my
this-
God.
Is this Porpo? Suborg?
Hey.
Which one are you?
It's me, Porpo.
Oh my God, Porpo.
Oh, my God.
What's up, my best bros?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up?
We're friends now,
Yeah,
remember?
I forget.
That's
We
right.
like each other.
Yeah, your vibe has totally changed. I forgot in the last time you were on. So,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, just here to say, do what you need to do. Okay, bye.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. Well, we all know what that means. It's time for me to remind you, if you like the show, go on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and rate and review. Reviews are what help people find this podcast. Also, we spend no money in advertising, so if you
Spending
like
no
the
money.
show, please tell a friend and spread the word. Is that offensive? Ding. He's hitting the box. Got a coin.
Perfect. Thanks for the explanation.
Just making sure. That's
Did you
it.
get that?
Do all those things. Thank you.
Hey, actually, speaking of that, not next episode, but the one after, we'll be doing the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Hey, nice.
That's right. Yeah.
And next week, we're doing the David Spade starring Dickie Roberts, former child star.
Yeah, so we got Garth in both this movie and that movie. That's pretty
nope,
cool.
that's not.
No?
Nope.
Oh.
Ken.
Damn it.
Ken.
Ken.
That'll be interesting. I don't like David Spade.
Great.
So
I did see that on one of your guys' plexes and was curious, and now, yep, that makes sense. You're doing it for the podcast.
that's why.
Yeah.
Something tells me it probably does not hold up, but we will see.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have high hopes, but tune in to see if I'm wrong, because I have been in the past recently. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And as we always say at the end of every episode,
Party on, Wayne.
It's Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
It's Friday. It's 11:30. It's time to party with your excellent host, Wayne Campbell. And with him, as always, is Garth.
Party on, Wayne. And party on, Garth.
Wayne's World!
Bye.
Bye.
It's Overtalking Podcast. This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was produced by Ken and CJ, edited by CJ. This week's special guest was Brother Eric. Music by Justin Peters. Logo by Nate Richards. Check out Nate's work on Instagram at Nate Richards Designs.